Good morning, guys. It's Kevin back with another reaction video, and today we're going to get to one of the requests from another Tom MacDonald song. The song is called "Sad Rappers." It is a song that I have listened to. I do remember it because it was the title stood out, and when I had started my journey on discovering Tom MacDonald, I listened to a lot of his music over a couple days, and this was one of them. However, it's not a song that's gotten regular rotation for me. You guys have requested it, and I thought, why not try it out? So I've looped forward here to make sure that the sound sounds good. I think it should probably be acceptable to you guys, and we're going to backtrack here, and we're going to get started. So thank you guys for this request. Mark, you were the one who mentioned it in the comments section, but others did too, and I'm happy to be finally getting to it for you guys. So sorry, first thing in the morning, I have only had 2 or 3 sips of my coffee, so I will have more while I get started on this one. Let's go.
Where do these suicidal sad rappers come from? They showed up with those mumble rapper dum-dums. They've been preying on people with mental illness and pretending to relate to get paid in creative business. They claim to be anxious, say they're depressed. They're faking it to gain something in common with some fans for a check. It's overdiagnosed, so it's becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the mental pain we're barely surviving, and then they glorify the men and women losing their lives. I'm talking Cobain, Lil Peep, Winehouse, Jackson, Williams, Cornell, Bennington. Imagine all the icons.
All right, sorry, we're gonna go back to this in a minute, guys. But a lot of stuff has been thrown down already from Tom, talking about rappers kind of exploiting this the mental illnesses that we as a society are dealing with right now. I like a musician you can relate to, right? Which is exactly why I'm enjoying Tom MacDonald so much right now, where I'm at in my life and just what his message is in his songs, and. You know, there's a lot of musicians out there that talk about drug use and everything. I don't know if they're necessarily like hacks or anything. They probably are having drug problems of their own. And there's people out there who are struggling with it and can relate. But what I will say about this, I kind of like how Tom's brought these things up, because when I started listening to music again, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, a couple months before doing this channel, and I was listening to MGK, I was listening to Juice WRLD and Trippie Redd and all these musicians that I was really digging, but the message in their songs, although good, there was a lot of references to drugs and stuff. And sure, that stuff's been in music forever. I mean, I'm a Tupac fan growing up. I grew up to Eminem and you know, a bunch of artists, and so it's nothing new. But the reality is now that I have a son, I'm kind of more I'm seeing these things a lot more than I was before, and it's making me choose, you know what, maybe some of these songs aren't really things we want to let our kids listen to. I mean, my kid's 2.5, so there's only so much he can listen to anyways. So I really like kind of the message that he's got right now, talking about how all these musicians like Kurt Cobain would be sad that, you know, these people that dealt with drug issues in their lives, and have actually died because of their drug use, or depression stemming from drug use, that all these people here would be really sad about all these musicians who are continuously exploiting it. So again, 27 seconds in, and Tom's got a good message already. So good start to this one.
Talking Cobain, Lil Peep, Winehouse, Jackson, Williams, Cornell, Bennington. Imagine all the icons that we buried, probably turning in their graves, so they could witness how the sickness getting used to get paid. These rappers fabricating symptoms for fame. Their mental illness is the money on their mind that started rotting their brains. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, and I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel the love. Nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah.
So that was the chorus right there. Nice little chorus. Man, like I totally can see what Tom's saying in this song right now. I mean, I think he's got a really good message here, and man, it really is sad that there's all these musicians out there that are so talented and everything, and they kind of stick to the same genre. They exploit lean. Like, what the hell is lean? I don't know, and I really don't care. If any drink is going to cause you to get a lean on, pretty stupid. And just because rappers are doing these things doesn't mean you have to do it. A ton of drugs I have not done that rappers that I respected and liked have done and talked about in their music, and I've just had zero interest, because, you know what, make up your mind for yourself, right? I mean, just because your my gosh, sorry guys, just because your favorite musician is a drug user doesn't mean you have to be. Just like Tom MacDonald is You know, he's dealing with sobriety. Doesn't mean that anybody listening to his music drinking a beer is bad, right? I mean, like it's just it's kind of wild. I like visually how he's got himself coming out of kind of almost like a pool of pills, which is one of the big problems with today's society is a lot of pill using and pill popping and all that kind of stuff. So really good message here. The chorus is kind of nice, and visually the song is pretty cool. So is the video so far.
Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. No, 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 no. People die from depression. These rappers cry for attention, and it's in every single genre you could possibly mention. From pop to electronic to rock to indie to grunge, they're trying to hook you into using the music like it's a drug, get you addicted to artists. They manufacture to target a lot of people in therapy trying to deal with their hardships. Crafted and marketed till they had you convinced that if you follow that person, they make you fine in your skin. They ain't really trying to help you. They don't want to make you better. It's a lie they're trying to sell you, so you always buy the records. If you want to know the truth, they want you struggling forever, so you look to them for answers with your Visa or your debit. It's like the record labels working for pharma. They made anxiety trendy by using popular artists that use the rappers to promote prescription.
All right, so we're gonna go back a little bit there, guys, because there's definitely some pretty important stuff that he threw down, talking about the music industry exploiting things like anxiety, right, and having you keep you in this like state of I guess a state of addiction, and then and wanting to follow your rappers to seek advice instead of your doctors, you know. So pretty thought-provoking thoughts here from Tom, which is no different than most of his music.
Want to know the truth, they want you struggling forever, so you look to them for answers with your Visa or your debit. It's like the record labels working for pharma. They made anxiety trendy by using popular artists that use the rappers to promote prescription pills to the audience. They created the problem to sell you pills that would solve them. It's brilliant. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel alive. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
So I think this video is pretty cool too, because we got the white-eyed Tom, right? We've seen the black-eyed Tom in quite a few songs. He's always the one that's dangerous and really going to make you think, not like most of, you know, I mean, Tom's music is always great. It's always thought-provoking, but that's the one that comes out with a lot of anger. This is really cool to see the white eyes here. I really like Tom's dancing when he does that thing with his hands and everything. It's, I don't know, I've seen it in other videos too. I kind of like it. It's it's pretty funny. So we're going to go back to the song here.
Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. Exploiting our problems to benefit. They just wanna get paid. I spend all my money on medicine. Spend all your money on change. Y'all just exploiting the misery. Popping Xannies to fade. Well, I'm throwing ones into therapy. Cause all I know is rain. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
So, great song. Something I can definitely relate to. Something we've all probably gone through in our life, whether it's a battle with addiction or depression or whatever it is. Tom reaching out here and touching us like he always does. He's got a lot of points in this song, right? I think that we see these musicians and we see these celebrities or whatever you want to call them, and we feel like they have a duty to do something for us just because they're in the spotlight. Reality is they're human beings too. They make mistakes. They will talk about their experiences, right? I did a song here on this channel from Demi Lovato, and it was talking about her addiction problems. And it actually, I can't remember the name of the song, but it was about 2 months ago. It was before I started including videos in these, and I thought it was really good. It was really touching. And then I heard some interviews, and Demi was talking about being California sober and how California sober is, you know, still smoke weed, have the occasional drink. It's like, look, no judgment. Do what you want to do. If you want to do drugs, then go ahead and do it. If you want to make songs, while you're doing those drugs, you have a right to do that kind of stuff. We're talking about censorship a lot lately in today's world. We have the song OnlyFans by MadChild, which I did a reaction to too. People need to start turning their head. If you don't like something, just turn your head. And the reality is that like there's just too many people that are easily offended by things that shouldn't offend you. If I don't really like drug use being talked about in songs, or I'm finding that there's a particular artist that I'm enjoying that talks too much about it, I have the choice to just move on. I don't need to get on their page and tell them they suck and that they should be a better person. No, let people be people, and let them make the mistakes on their own, and learn from your mistakes too, right? Also, I think that we also need to all have thicker skin, right? Let's face it, even for myself, I hate the sound of my voice. I did a radio show for about 9 months, years and years ago, talking about anything from conspiracy theories to mixed martial arts, and I hated listening to those, and I would only check back a small 2 or 3 second snippet because I was my own worst critic. Well, guess what? I mean, I actually do tend to check these out before I post them. I want to make sure that it sounds okay for you guys, especially lately. And I mean, I think that in the comment section too, good and bad, you guys have made me a stronger person. I think maybe having my kid has made me a stronger person too. So I think that, you know what, if you are seeing drug use and all that kind of stuff in songs and you don't agree with it, then turn your head. However, I do think that it's awesome that Tom can make a song like this and put up his opinion on this kind of stuff, because I'm seeing it for myself too. I love a good comeback story. I love a story that really hits home. The song Sober, which was recommended on here, it was one of our first reaction videos. The song Sober by Tom MacDonald, Madchild, and Nova. Wonderful, beautiful song, actually. Really meaningful, really impactful. I can't listen to it. It's one of those songs that really, really touches me, and it really brings me to a place. And, it evokes those emotions. So credit to Tom for doing those kind of things with his songs. It's too real to me, So to me, I don't want to listen to it. Doesn't mean it's not a wonderful song. It's actually one of my favorite Tom songs. It's just one of those songs that I hope to maybe listen to in 2 or 3 years and have a different outlook on it. But again, wonderful song. So if you haven't heard that, guys, definitely check it out. I'm off today and tomorrow. I took a couple days off from work to just, decompress and relax and do a couple things. I got my kid with me tonight, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with him. So I am going to probably be pretty busy over the next couple days for you guys and do some of this. And like I said, I've been wanting to get to a lot of these requests over the last several days, and I think in the next couple days I'll make some headway in those. So bear with me, guys. Please keep your requests to a minimum over the next couple days, just so I can get through this monstrous list. I think we got 50 or 60 songs on here. So maybe we can tie that up, square that up, put a nice bow on it, and then go from there and start back up with the requests. So really hope you guys like this video. We love Tom MacDonald here. I've just done a couple videos recently, and Tom wasn't one of them, so we got to get back to Tom. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give me a like, comment in the comment section with your opinions on this song. Again, I like the comment section, guys. I sometimes I will go a day without checking the comment section because I will see that there's several comments and I want to get to each one of your comments, and that requires time, right? I don't really want to do that when I'm making coffee in the morning and I have 5 minutes before my son wakes up. So bear with me, guys. We're making some adjustments on this channel, all for the better, I believe, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourself, and check back in the next couple of days for some more from me. Have a good one, guys.